What's up, you guys? Welcome back to episode 2 of The Beet. Today, we're going to talk about some of the essentials and everyday items that I pick up when I'm at the grocery store. Now, this obviously is not going to be the entire list, but it's a good idea of what I get. And of course, every time I go, it changes, and this is not specific to a certain store. I was going to do like a Trader Joe's one, and then a Whole Foods, and then a Sprouts, but let's just be honest, that's too much damn work. So, not doing that, but I'll tell you where you get them so that way you know along the way, and if you want to go to the store, you'll know where to find it. So, let's get started. The biggest thing that I walk into automatically is I always go to the produce section. I always pick up some fresh spinach, some mixed greens usually, extra bags if possible. Trader Joe's is a great place to get that stuff because it's really affordable, and I always just get extras to freeze for smoothies and stuff anyways. I always get that, and then I always just go all the way down the produce section and get as much of it as I can. I typically live in the produce section. I'll get things like bell peppers. They have a great pack of 3 at Trader Joe's for like $3.99, and they're organic, so that's a great way to get some added vitamins and minerals. I always pick up some Brussels sprouts usually, and then I get this awesome baby broccolini from Trader Joe's as well. It crisps really nicely, and it's a really good side dish for dinner. So those are some of the things I get. Other things I get are like asparagus. I'll definitely get cucumber and tomatoes and onions and all the typical produce items that you need for day-to-day recipes. Then I'll walk down and I'll continue on to the produce section, but the other things that I get are lemons. I absolutely love lemons, and lemons are what I drink in the morning. So every single morning when I wake up, the first thing that I do is to make warm lemon water. I'll take a cup of water and I will take a lemon, squeeze it into the cup, and make the water about room temperature, and then make sure it's nice and warm, and I'll sip on that. That's kind of my coffee. I don't really drink a lot of coffee, so that's kind of what I use for coffee. Super refreshing, very detoxifying, so if you have to go to the restroom after, don't be alarmed, but it is a great way to kind of reset for the day, and I love doing lemon water, especially after a night of going out and having a little too much fun. I always get avocados. Avocados are great. Love avocados. If you don't know that about me by now, something's wrong with you. Not really, nothing's wrong with you, you're perfectly fine. Yeah, you'll find that out. There's avocados on my Christmas tree, so it's just, yeah, they're great. Every single meal I try to get them in, and they're a great source of healthy fats. So if you can get them and can tolerate them, get some avocados in your life. Working down the store, we're going down to Trader Joe's. Again, I mentioned these the last video, but these are the pasture-raised eggs. I always get eggs. Typically the pasture-raised, I love Vital Farms. Handsome Brook has really great eggs, or again, these ones as well. These are only found at Trader Joe's, but the other 2 brands, Vital Farms or Handsome Brook, you can find at Sprouts, you can find them at Kroger, Whole Foods, all of those places. So let me section out the things we've already talked about here. The next thing would be this Kite Hill cream cheese. I love this cream cheese. It is dairy-free, so if any of you have allergies or are sensitive to it, have gut or digestive issues, great way to get some dairy that tastes still pretty good. They have really great, they have a chive, they have a strawberry flavor, and they have plain, so plenty of options for those. I put it on bagels. I might put it on some sandwiches too, and then of course I'll dip vegetables in it as well. This is available at Sprouts, Whole Foods, Kroger has it. Trader Joe's, as far as I know, does not carry this. All right, next is gonna be some dairy-free yogurt. I absolutely love this brand. Lava is a great brand. I found them through another blogger that I connected with, and just they taste really healthy and just very light. They're not very thick. To be honest, I'm not the biggest yogurt person, but these are not very sweet. They're sweetened with like plantains and like coconut powder and like fresh blueberries and coconut cream. So there's no like added sugars to it. And in comparison to like a blueberry yogurt from Kroger or something, this only has 6 grams of sugar. So next time you're at Kroger, do a label comparison and you'll know what I'm talking about. But yeah, so dairy-free yogurt, love this. I can find this at Sprouts. I can find this at Whole Foods. You cannot find it so far that I've seen at Publix, at Trader Joe's, or at the other store that I forgot to mention and I can't think of the name. Overnight oats. I did find this at Trader Joe's the other day and I had one for the first time. It's a great little on-the-go breakfast option. I mentioned it is a little higher in sugar. It is 12 grams of sugar, but you do also have fiber and healthy fats and also protein to kind of balance that out. The fiber in any sort of food will help to regulate the blood sugar, so your blood sugar. So if you have a good amount of fiber as well as sugar, your body won't react as quickly to a blood sugar spike as much as it would if you had no fiber. So not the worst option, but I would maybe pair it with something else, like eggs and bacon or some avocado toast or something like that, just to kind of give yourself a little bit more, less on the sweet side. Almond butters. I always get raw almond butter and peanut butter and things like that. I actually have a little allergy to peanuts, so I do try to stay in the almond family. But if you work with peanut butter, all for it, go for it. Okay, so almond butter, I try to always keep it to the raw form. This is from Trader Joe's, super affordable, like $5.99, and literally the only ingredients is raw almonds. The biggest thing with almond butters and things, you want to make sure there's no added oils or added sugars. Sometimes you'll see cane sugar on there. Sometimes you'll see, other oils like canola oil, safflower oil, things like that. Try to just keep it raw and your body will digest it perfectly. It is healthy fats. I love eating it with fruits and vegetables. Carrots and almond butter is really good. I love making my homemade Reese's cups with it and just eating it plain. So that's what I like to do with this. You can get almond butter at any store, but I've found that Trader Joe's typically has the best and most affordable one. All right, last few items. We've got Manuka honey, great alternative to a healthy sweetener versus like Splenda and other things like that. Love just putting it in my tea in the morning. It's great for an immune boost as well. So if you're a little under the weather, getting some honey in your diet is always a good idea. We've got hummus. Hummus again, watch for your oils. This is at Trader Joe's. This is my favorite, but it was the best that was there, so I got it this time. But hummus, just be careful of added oils. You really don't want to have any with canola oil. It's a very highly processed oil, but otherwise you have plenty of options out there now, and if you just read the labels, you can always find hummus at stores. All right, pasta. I'm gluten-free. I typically try to live that lifestyle. It's just something I've been sensitive to over the years, specifically skin related. So I stay in the gluten-free / lentil family. This is a chickpea pasta by Banza. Absolutely love them, and they're great. This thing has like 23 grams of protein, 8 grams of fiber. You're pretty good to go when you have pasta. Tastes exactly like normal pasta, so if you have a really stubborn boyfriend or husband or someone who won't eat pasta because it's not real, they're not going to notice it with a bunch of sauce on it. So just have the pasta and try this one. You can find this at Sprouts, Whole Foods, Kroger, I think has it now, Publix, I've seen it. Or you can go to Trader Joe's. They do have like their own lentil pasta as well, which is a great other option if you can't find chickpea or lentil. They're both my favorites. Okay, raw almonds. So just like the almond butter, I try to always get some raw almonds just to snack on. Great healthy fats to have in the car. Just when you're needing a little quick munchie to hold you over until another meal. I always get some kombucha, great probiotic just to have. Speaking of probiotics, sauerkraut as well. I always get this one, clearly need some more. This is at Trader Joe's. I only get mine at Trader Joe's now because it's literally the most affordable, but Sprouts does have it. Every store has sauerkraut. It sounds kind of weird, and I definitely never used to eat it, but now I eat it all the time, and it's just a great side to dishes or on top of protein, anything like that. Probiotics are great for your gut, good for digestion. Highly recommend getting them into your diet as often as you can if you're not taking a daily supplement. Okay, I'm almost done rambling at you. Last few. Nutritional yeast. I just started really getting this into my diet more than I used to. It is basically a seasoning. It's like a flaky form. You can pretty much get it anywhere. But the biggest thing with this is it's really high in vitamins and minerals, antioxidants, and especially B12, which is something that we typically don't get a lot of in our diets, especially if you're vegetarian or vegan, since it's mostly found in animal products. You really can't taste it. It is a vegan product, it's gluten-free. Just sprinkle it on over. And if you have like a cheesy or want like a cheesy flavor, this is a great option for you. I'll put it on my eggs or just in like pasta or just on a protein meal, something like that. And last but not least, my cooking oils. I typically stay within the coconut oil family, the extra virgin olive oil family, or avocado oil family. I always try to cook with these things just based off of what I'm making, but really good for you overall, have good heat ratios. So if you're cooking food, they don't typically get harmful to your body. But I also use coconut oil on my legs and as a lotion after I shave. So it's kind of like a natural lotion that I use. Anyways, I say a lot. I apologize. I need to work on that. Okay, so that's pretty much the general gist of what I get at the grocery store. And again, there's so many other things that I always buy, but typically these are the essentials, if not the main staple items that I have in my pantry or fridge at all times. So hopefully that was helpful. If you guys have specific questions on products or anything else you've seen in the store that you want me to talk about in more detail, happy to do the research, happy to find out things for you. But again, I'll see you next time on The Beet. I hope you guys have a fabulous day.